They showed them and all the Israelites God's signs. The people recognized God's presence and rejoiced.
Yay!
Then Moses and Aaron went to see the Pharaoh. When they appeared before the palace guards, Moses and Aaron seemed different from other men and awed the guards. They stood as tall as cedar trees. Their faces shone like the sun. Their eyes radiant like the morning star. When they spoke, their words jumped from their mouths like flames.
Pharaoh!
The guards let Moses and Aaron enter the palace without question.
But Pharaoh had questions.
I have questions.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Moses had so changed since his days in the palace that Pharaoh did not recognize him.
I do not recognize you.
We are messengers of God, answered Moses and Aaron. And God says,
God says, let my people go, Pharaoh.
Who is this God, and why should I listen to what your God says?
Who is this God, and why should I listen to what God says?
Well, I'll tell you.
Pharaoh responded angrily.
I'm angry.
The one God's strength and power filled the world. Moses and Aaron answered. God stretched out the earth with a word and created the mountains and valleys. All living things and spirits God has made.
I do not know God, Pharaoh said.
I do not know God.
The names of the gods of all the nations are written in my records. I do not find your God written anywhere.
Nope.
Your books have the names of statues of idols, said Moses and Aaron. One God is a living God.
Your book has the names of statues and idols.
A lie, shouted Pharaoh. I am the master of the world. I created myself in the Nile River that sustains us.
Not only did Pharaoh refuse to let the Israelites go and pray to God, he increased their work.
I will not let you go. And you have more work.
No.
Yes, go.
Let them gather their own straw to make bricks, he told the slave masters. But tell them this, they must still make the same number of bricks as before. The Israelites complained to Moses. Since you came, things are worse for us. But Moses spoke to God.
God.
Yes?
You will reassure the people with my promises.
You will
God
reassure
said,
the people with my promises, please.
and I will bring the Israelites out of Egypt.
I will bring the Israelites out of Egypt.
But I will send signs and wonders first, so all the Egyptians and Pharaoh will know that God is working among them.
I will send signs and whatever first, so that the Israelites will know that the Egyptians have worked wonders on.
Okay, so Moses and Aaron went before Pharaoh again. They told the Pharaoh that if he did not let the Israelites go, God would work signs and wonders in Egypt. God will turn all the waters of the Nile to blood.
No!
Pharaoh.
My magicians can do this trick, Pharaoh boasted. Why should I let the Israelites go? So Aaron stretched his rod over the waters of Egypt, and God sent the first sign. All the water in this hot, dry land turns to blood. Even the wells and drinking cups.
Run around the table.
This is all the blood we got here. All except the water in the land of Goshen, where the Israelites lived.
Moses and Aaron went before Pharaoh. God says, "Let my people go, or I will send a second sign and plague your whole land with frogs."
Let my people go, or I'll send a second sign from God.
But Pharaoh would not listen.
No!
Frogs. Frogs. What I will send
No.
from God.
No.
Frogs.
So Aaron stretched his rod over the waters, and a giant frog appeared. As he walked, armies of little frogs leapt from the giant frog's mouth. Frogs were everywhere, under, over, and in between. "Stop these frogs," Pharaoh said,
Stop these frogs,
"and I will let your people go."
and I will let your people go.
As soon as the frogs were gone, Pharaoh became stubborn again. So God sent a third sign to Egypt. When Aaron struck the dust of the earth with his rod, every particle of dust turned to lice. The tiny insects lodged in the Egyptians' hair and nested on their animals. All of them itched and scratched.
The Pharaoh's own magicians said, "Our spells cannot produce lice. This is God's work." But, of course, Pharaoh would not listen to them.
That's ridiculous.
So God sent a fourth sign to Egypt. Out of the desert came lions, panthers, scorpions, and snakes. Racing, leaping, fighting, birds of prey circled through the air, darkening the light of the sun.
Go! Take your people. Just ask God to remove these creatures.
We are free.
God sent the wild animals back to the desert, and Pharaoh changed his mind.
I have changed my mind.
No.
God sent more signs to Egypt, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh. The animals of the Egyptians, their horses and donkeys, camels, cattle, and sheep became sick and died. Boils and blisters fell onto the Egyptians, covering their bodies with sores and pain, and fiery hail fell on the land, striking all that were in the open field, man, animal, grass, and tree.
As soon as the plague stopped, the Pharaoh would break his word and refuse to let the Israelites go.
No.
The locusts came, and the whirring sound of 1,000. Well, those are interesting locusts. These insects ate every bit of green left after the hail, every leaf and every blade of grass. They filled the palaces and houses of the rich and poor. Then a darkness settled over Egypt, so thick that the people could touch it and feel it. They were frightened of it.
I can't see anything. It's so dark in here.
I'll laugh at you.
Then God told Moses about the 10th and most terrible plague. After this sign, God told Moses, Pharaoh will let my people go. To keep the Israelites safe, they must listen and do these things that I tell you.